Hello, everyone. Hi, Living Proof community. Happy, beautiful Thursday. I hope that you all are having a really lovely day. My name is Alice, and I am the health coach at the Living Proof Institute, running the Living Light Metabolic Reset program. And today I'm super excited to introduce my wonderful client, Patricia, who went through our Living Light Reset program. And she's here to share some of her amazing wins and her amazing story of how she was able to release 23 pounds and 26 inches in just 10 weeks without any pills, potions, or planks. And she was able to regain her health. So I love a big round of virtual applause for Patricia. And I'd love to hear more about your story. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview with me today.
I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. And I'm just thrilled with my weight loss and the whole program. Thank you.
It's my absolute pleasure, and I'm so excited to dive in more about your story. So I would love to know what brought you to the Living Proof Institute.
I actually had been a client some years ago when I was diagnosed with celiac. And so I was aware of the program, or not this program, but aware of a program they were doing at the time. And that's how I got there. And then I went away. But Living Proof has always kept me on their mailing list, and I get emails and things from them from time to time. And a couple of months ago now, this metabolic reset came through, and it just caught my attention immediately. And so I immediately joined.
And I'm so happy you did. It's been such a pleasure to be alongside your journey and to meet you. And I'd love to know what you tried prior to coming to the Living Proof Institute.
Oh my God, you name it, I've tried it. I mean, I probably own shares in Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, keto, Dr. Atkins, on my own. I've tried a lot. And I've never really been successful. And yes, I've lost a few pounds, but gained them back. So I've sort of been in that up and down for a long time. So this is really the first program that has worked for me. And I'm thrilled. I am absolutely thrilled.
Beautiful. I can tell you're glowing and you look so beautiful today. And there's just such a positive energy radiating from you. And it's just amazing to see. I would love to know, what did you find different about this approach compared to those other approaches that you've tried in the past?
Well, first of all, it was easy. And I don't know why it was easy. I haven't figured that out, but it may have been that you, in a way, you sort of work at your own speed. Everything is set out for you. I mean, the program is well laid out. The support from yourself and from Deepa, the Zoom calls, all of that, I think, helped make it very easy. But it was, I think, the intermittent fasting, I'd never done it before. I'd never really heard of it before. And it just works for me. As a matter of fact, I've been on maintenance now for a couple of weeks, and I am continuing with the odd breakfast here and there on weekends with my son. I have been continuing the intermittent fasting. I really like eating that way. So so I think the ring helps. The Aura ring that you get with the program helps. It keeps you on track, and you don't have to, but you should be journaling in there. And then from that, the feedback that I got from you, and it was instant. I mean, you didn't have to wait till Thursday night at 6 o'clock to get to a meeting in order to, and then be worried about whether you lost a pound or not. It was instant feedback. And I think all of those things together, for some reason, I wasn't thinking about food all the time. I like that I could, my 4 ounces of veggies, fruit, and protein, I could choose myself. And so obviously I chose foods that I enjoy. So I think all of those things, I found it really an easy program to be in, and a successful one.
Yeah, cherry on top, and it all
Yeah,
worked perfectly. Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. What put you over the edge to join the program?
back pain. I was having a lot of back pain, lower back pain. It was to the point where I could not walk a half a block without having to find a place to sit for 10 minutes or so, and then get up and go again, and then keep repeating. So in the kitchen, I could not stand to cook for any length of time. I could, dice an onion or something and then go and sit for a few minutes. I think the loss of the weight has helped with that. I also had a procedure done as well on my back, but I think the combination of the two. I mean, yesterday I walked from Parliament and King to the subway station at Union Station. And it wasn't that it was totally without discomfort at times, but I could not have done that a month ago, a month and a half ago. And no way could I have done that. I'd have grabbed an Uber.
That's huge. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
no,
I
it is.
know
It
you
is.
mentioned that you loved biking and swimming and staying active and walking around the city. So the fact that you're able to walk these distances now is huge.
Yeah. And on the weekend, I got back to kayaking. And, I had trouble. The last time I did it was 2 years ago. And I had trouble getting in and out of the kayak. I felt like a beached whale. And really, so I thought, it's time to try my kayaking again. So I went out and on Saturday, and I mean, it's just, you just feel so different in your body. And it was just a pleasure to get back out on the water again. So these are, benefits maybe you don't always think about when you sort of embark on a program like that, like this. So
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. I know it's so many people initially sign up to release weight, of course, but there's so many non-scale victories that happen in between, which actually segues into my next question. And
oh,
can you share some of your results, on the scale and additionally off the scale?
well, you've already said I've lost the 23 pounds, and basically, throughout the program, with a few little ups and downs, but not major, I've basically lost weight continuously, right through. There've been a couple of times when I've hit a plateau for a couple of days, but other than that, it was just such a positive experience. It just keeps you wanting to stay on program. I guess I've told you this before about my 3 shortbread cookies. I love Walker. I almost forgot the name of them. Walker shortbread cookies. And when I started this program, I had 3 sitting in my cupboard, and they are still there. And I could not leave those. They would have been gone like in a morning. So, and they've become sort of a symbol. I see them there, and I thought, nope, I am not going to eat those. And so that was one thing that changed. So for some reason, the program gave me a strength to do that I didn't have before. And as I said, I'm not absolutely sure why, but it did. Some of the great things are, it's like going in your closet. I mean, it's like I've got a whole new wardrobe that has been sitting there, some still with tags, because we've all bought something thinking, well, it's a little tight, but I'm going to lose a few pounds, so I'll get into it next week or next month. So I've had a whole bunch of clothes that I've been able to fit back into, and yeah, so it's just been such a positive experience, really.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, it's funny. It's like a little present from past you to future you. Like you've reached your goal. Enjoy this beautiful new wardrobe finally.
Yeah, and on maintenance, I went to a birthday party the other night, and I find I'm careful. I'm not perfect, right, when I go out socially, but I'm very careful. I had some birthday cake, but I didn't eat the whole thing. I had a couple of the hors d'oeuvres that were probably a little better than others that they were passing around. So you have a whole new mindset, I think, about things. And I'm just more cognizant, I guess, about what's going in my mouth.
Yeah, it sounds like your relationship with food has gotten much better. You have a much more, I guess, cohesive relationship with food.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, amazing. What was the best part of us working together?
I loved the feedback. I loved that the suggestions that and it's nice that when you journal when you journal and you get the, as I said before, you get the instant feedback, and you can nudge me in the right direction, or try not to do this, or try this if you're having problems with any number of things, whether it's constipation, or whether it's not losing any weight for a couple of days, and suggestions of things to do, and also nice that I know that I can catch you somewhere in here if I need to. And I've been following Deepa as well, with not always, not regularly, but on the Zoom calls, which it's really helpful to hear what other people are doing, and what they're going through as well. And yeah, so all of those things, I think, contribute to a very successful program. I am beyond pleased.
Yeah, and one of the things I love about this program too is our community, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And then,
I'm sure.
Yeah, in our Zoom meetings, I always come out learning something. There's always something someone shares, or a tip or a trick, where I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I'm definitely going to incorporate that. And it's such a great learning experience with like-minded people. So thank you so much for being in our community. We love having you.
Well, I have loved being here, and I thank you. And I'd like to go on further, as I mentioned to you before. And I would like to lose another 10 pounds. So I have another goal.
Yes, and we'll smash it. I'm confident. You already
Yeah.
have the tools. We're just sharpening them.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. What would you say to someone who is thinking about taking the next step and joining this program?
Don't even think about not joining. I mean, really, it's an amazing program. I have really never been successful at losing weight and keeping it away. And so, yes, join, because you will be very happy that you did.
Yes, amazing. And where do you think your health would be right now if you didn't take action?
I was heading probably to a very sedentary lifestyle. I was not moving because of the pain, because of the weight. And the more you sit, the more that you become that way. So I could see myself. I mean, I wouldn't have gone kayaking 2 months ago. I mean, there's no way. I could see myself. I'm pushing 80, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the things that I still want to do, the walking, the traveling. And so I think that I was heading in the wrong direction, health-wise, body-wise, and now I'm back on course. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. But I think, I think I was heading for trouble.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't sound like you're headed for trouble anymore. It sounds like
No.
you're headed for the best. Amazing. And I know that you mentioned your son was also partaking in a couple of the activities as well alongside you, just kind of learning through you while you were adapting to the program. And I know that he's noticed some weight release as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He has. And, normally I'd be making like meat, potatoes and whatever, or pasta or whatever. And so, often he'll say to me, I'll say, do you want you want potatoes or rice with dinner tonight? No, I don't need any of that. Just, I like what you're doing, and I'm not missing the carbs. So just, so he's been very supportive in that respect, and it's been a help for him. He's lost some weight. He also works out and walks. I mean, he walks like 14 kilometers after work. He walks a lot. But he wasn't really, even with all that, he wasn't really, losing that little tire around his middle. So he's been very good. I say, oh my God, I would love that. And he'll say, Mom, don't do it. So, so he's been very helpful that way, but he has also benefited from the program via me, which is nice.
Amazing. Yeah, you guys were able to keep each other accountable, which is so awesome. And it just helps kind of create more of a positive journey as well when you have somebody there to support you and also to kind of hold you accountable as well.
Yeah. And you don't think that you have to sort of give up everything you love. I think I mentioned to you a few days ago that I was out for a drive with a friend, and we go past this ice cream place. And for the last little while, I'm saying, we're not stopping because I can't eat ice cream. So the last time we were out, I said, you know what? I've done really well. I deserve an ice cream cone. So we both had a kitty ice cream cone, and it was so wonderful. It was delicious, and much, much more delicious than if I'd been having it every time we went by that store. So it's nice to treat yourself that way. And as long as you're not like you're doing it 3 times a day for a week, it's I think it's a good thing to do every once in a while. You maybe just satisfy something that's there and carry on.
Yeah. And, like you said, it's nice to indulge, and fully throw yourself into that indulgence, but also knowing that it is an indulgence. It's not something to partake in every day or every other day, and
That's
finding
true.
that healthy balance.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your wonderful story and your insights into going through the program. I know that you're going to smash the next round, the next goals that we set for you. And I'm super excited to be alongside you for this journey. Thank you so much for this interview.
And I'm very, very lucky to have you with me. Thank you. I appreciate everything you've done.
My absolute pleasure. It was such a pleasure to get to know you and to be alongside your journey. Thank you for being so honest and for making this such a positive and amazing experience for the both of us, and for pouring so much love and commitment into yourself, because ultimately you were the one that made all these changes, and you were the one that really did the hard work, did the inner work that was necessary to get where you are. So a big congratulations to you.
Well, thank you. And you're right. You do feel a real sense of accomplishment and of self-esteem. You look better in your clothes. People are starting to say, wow, have you lost weight? You look great. So it's good for your ego.
Definitely. And it's just the cherry on top when friends and family start noticing too, especially after, being in quarantine for so long. You come out and you emerge like, 10 years younger, and everybody's just like, what happened? Where did you go? What fountain of youth have you stepped into?
Absolutely. But again, thank you so much.
My absolute pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Thank you so much again for taking the time to interview with me. And I'm so excited to see what is yet to come with us.
And me. I'm excited too.
Okay. Awesome. Have a lovely day, Patricia.
Yes. Happy Thursday.
Bye. Happy Thursday.
Bye-bye.